Hello and welcome to Intrinsik's Enrole Instructor portal. This is a web-based portal that can be used for the instructor or speakers or presenters to view their upcoming and past sessions and classes that are allocated to them, and also from an administrator point of view, which is what I'm going to log in for right now. Logging in as the administrator, then this would be you, your staff, in the business office or the registration office, and you will be able to also use this for verification of what the instructors or the speakers have put in, for class closing procedures, and for adding additional resources such as the syllabus or directions or whatever. And you can add these resources as different types of formats of documents like PDF or URL links to maps and videos and all sorts. So with that being said, you can, as the administrator now logged in, you can view by clicking submit all of the instructors that are in your system. You can select one and look at upcoming sessions and unverified past sessions. You can search for them by the ID number if you know the ID, or any part, first name, last name, or all of the name. You can search that way. And you can also search for all of the instructors that are relevant to a specific session. So if we look for them, these are all of the instructors that have been allocated to the session called Icon 2013. So if I click on me as an instructor, if I logged in as just an instructor, and I'll do that shortly, this is the front page that we would see, my upcoming sessions and my unverified past sessions. So for the moment, I'm going to click on Securities Litigation that I am an instructor of, and as you can see, you can, the instructor will be able to see the detail of the course, the resources. Here I've added an agenda document as a PDF, and if I click on it, that's what it will open, and you'll be able to see the whole of the agenda and the information that goes on with that. Let me close it. And then also the detail of the session, the schedule for dates and times, any subsessions that are relevant to it, my instructor name, my title and my biography, a picture as well, not me by the way, and then also the facilities and pictures and address and anything else you want to add to the facility. Also here, this is what I mentioned earlier, if you click on this, then you'll be able to add map links, so the instructor will be able to see where it is they're going. Close that. And so back to the top, if I go back again, back one, and now look at a past session, what I have here again is there are a couple of instructors that are allocated to this past session. I've got some directions added as resources. Whoops. And also now we can view the attendee list up here. So as you can see then, the two instructors would be able to log in, and both of them would be able to view the information that's relevant to them in the way of their instructors' biographies, and also the students that are registered. So if I go back one, you can also view it as a roster, and then most importantly, then the instructor as well would be able to record attendance, or because I'm logged in as portal administrator, this is how I'm viewing it with supposedly the instructor has already recorded 28 hours and a standard CEU with the CEU value of 2.8, and they put a grade in. With regards to grades, if you use them, then you can set them up as words or letters or numbers, any way you wish, in the code file. So if you use them, then that's fine. CEUs are also set up previously by the administrators, so you would determine that they're standard or they're PDUs, CEUs of some sort, and again then the options would be a drop down box here. So as you can see here then, the instructor has previously said that this person here has turned up for the total of 28 hours and they've been issued a grade of excellent and a CEU value of 2.8. If then, as an administrator in the business office, I want to add more attendees, then the default number of hours and CEU values and the CEU type will start moving in. The grades don't automatically populate because, of course, you need to choose one. If there's a no-show, then as you can see here, they go as a default to 0. But if you're going to say, yes, they attended, the default is going to be 28 hours, unless, of course, you decide to overwrite the number with a different amount. And you can do that, and we'll say good on this one, and we can say submit. When we come back to this one now, you can see that it's kept the information we submitted from before in real time. That has gone back to the database and it has been recorded on those person records. If we want to verify the session, that's exactly what it's going to do. It's going to close the whole session and verify it with the following information. So be careful what you press there. So that's with regards to the administrator. Let me go back to the session and back again to home. So as I was saying before, we can look at all of these as different instructors. And let's quickly click on this one. We can see that this is something that's upcoming and something that's unverified and passed. Now, if I log in as an instructor instead of the administrator, then we will see what the instructor sees. Again, exactly the same for this particular instructor. You will also be able to see what I showed you before for upcoming information. And then the profile is also in this part. So this is the bit where the instructor now can self-manage their profile and their biographical or contact information. So allowing them there to change the phone and the contact stuff and all the rest of it, and the bio. So we'll go back to home, and then we will look at this particular session here. So recording attendance now as an instructor does not have the verify and close the class button on this particular screen, and that's probably a good safeguard. If you want it back on, of course we can add it back on if you want the instructors or the speakers to be able to close the class, but we've removed it just because we think the office administrators ought to be doing that. That's totally up to you and your process. Back to the session, and again the attendee list for whatever is exactly the same view. So that's it in a nutshell. Thank you, and now we're going to move on to the corporate client portal.